Homeland Security officials are confirming election systems in 21 states, including Florida, were targeted by hackers. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates brings us all the details.
The information came out late Friday when Florida Department of State sent an email to all area election supervisors. This email stating their systems were targeted but not breached.
Very troubling. And I think there have to be a lot more regulations.
Sarasota resident Dan Nee is talking about the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's official confirmation that hackers with possible connections to Russia indeed targeted 21 key battleground states during the November presidential election. But Sarasota election supervisor Ron Turner warns the public should not overreact to the news.
The attempt was unsuccessful, so that it was just some phishing emails when they were received in various counties or through the vendor itself. They recognized that it was a phishing attempt to try to gather information, and it didn't go any further.
According to the email sent to every election supervisor in the state, multiple counties, all using the same company to operate their voter registration systems, were targeted. And while Homeland Security has not publicly disclosed the cybersecurity details, we do know that Manatee and Sarasota counties were not impacted. And for areas in the state that were, it wasn't the voting system that was targeted, but instead their registration information.
We're not talking about the voting system that any of the counties use in the state of Florida. We're talking about a voter registration database vendor or unsuccessful hacking attempt there.
Turner says the state's voting system is not online, which means it cannot be accessed or breached via internet. He also adds additional safeguards are in place to prevent individuals from manually accessing the system without permission. Still, residents are concerned the news of the attempted hacking could have lasting impacts.
It's particularly scary if information gets out with people's voter affiliations and addresses, because I think people may shy away from voting, which is an incredibly terrible thing.
Again, area election supervisor systems were not breached, they were just targeted. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Bobeth.